Guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Life Like Money. I am money, the life that is up. I've got another video. Be serious. I've got another video for you guys. If you've not read the title, today's video is me talking about, yes, to me. Today's video is me basically talking about how Western societies are poor. You ain't got no money, you ain't got no dough, you are MLM schemes, they got no cash. I say, fuck around and find out, that one said you go pop shit. She say, you're bubble buster, I punch your master, I punch your mister. He call himself a motherfucking master. He can't even trust her. He a bubble buster. Muster some courage, Mr. Bubble Buster, or you end up with a fucking cluster. That's Western society. They don't have money. They're liars. They're liars. They're very, 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 very poor. As somebody who had to migrate to this society, I learned that the hard way. Africa is incredibly rich in comparison to this society. A single tiny mango here is literally at least £2. A mango. A mango. I grew up with a mango tree. My mom had a mango tree. Anybody could take the mangoes. We were rich. Like, we were never even greedy about the mangoes. Being like, my mangoes, because they were gonna just be there. You just let people take the mangoes. That's how rich we are. Here, like, let somebody have an apple tree. You go try to pick the apples. They're gonna eat you alive. People here are actually poor. The poor mentality in this country, it is so baked in. People here, like, precisely count their food. Like, you are not an invited guest. You don't give in things. You go to someone's fucking, where's it going for a sleepover as a child? They will go eat dinner while you're sat there because you were not budgeted for dinner. They're throwing parties in Western society without food. Without food. With snacks. They just get crisps and like cheese boards. I'm so sorry, that's poor person mentality. That is genuine. And I don't mean like poor capitalism society poor. I mean as in like poor. I cannot even just conceptualize because I'm African. We are not that poor. We will never be that poor. But here it's how people are. And that's me talking about the individual people. The government itself, it's poor. It's stealing art. Yeah, it's so poor. You're stealing art. All the art in the museum is looted. You don't have your own art. That's poverty. You go steal minerals from Africa. That is poverty or poor. For example, France is being literally held up right now from bullying African countries and African leaders, installing fake, horrible African leaders. That's the only way that Western fucking country is sustaining the people. And it's also not even sustaining the poor citizens in that it's only the rich fucks who are exploiting Africa and then keeping that wealth up there. They're not letting it actually disperse into the general French population. No. They're actually keeping you poor at the same time with washing machines and bullshit to make you feel like you're actually rich. And then they exporting that version of poverty to African people and telling us that that's being rich. Because an African person thinks having a washing machine in a house means you're rich. Having a fridge means you're rich. But we invented clay pots, which are fridges that are actually much more superior. They've been existing forever. Huh? Like, we actually have things in Africa that are much better and superior, that don't need the digging of the fucking ground to get uranium, motherfucker, whatever. They don't need an exploitation of Congo. But these people are so poor in knowledge, poor in everything. Like, I feel really so much empathy sometimes when I'm in this country because I'm like, people here just eat potatoes. Just potatoes. That's the legume they're giving us. Potatoes, carrots, parsnips, and that. When the government in this country could invest in a wild scale farming operation and get like seeds from Africa so we can have access to cassava willy-nilly. Like, I want to go in a Sainsbury's and buy cassava on a mass scale where the bananas are. I want to be able to buy yams. I want to be able to buy jackfruit willy-nilly because the government here is apparently rich enough. It's a first world country. Why can't you cultivate a diverse food? I thought it was rich, but you're poor. But tell me what food in Africa can't grow. Dragon fruit can grow, apples can grow, everything can grow, and it's actually that cheap in Africa because the soil is rich, the people are rich. But the soil here is getting impoverished because it's only being made to plant grass. Literally vast green plantation of grass. Nothing is being done on. So the soil is becoming poor. Instead of growing food on it and letting people wander and live on it so it can be enriched. It is mind-blowing. The fact that they have to bully Africans to just be like, we want to give you the equipment because we are friends on this planet. And that's how friends should act. You should just give your friends your spare shit because that's what life is. No, you're bullying us and stopping us from making our own shit because you're calling it patent. Bullying us to give you 60 to 80% of the minerals. And then we're the poor ones. The donator pound comes to us. Donate a pound. Donate a pound to England, motherfucker. Donate a pound to me, I'm in England, motherfucker. I need it. And it's like the people are so disillusioned into thinking it's a first world country, this is the best country in the world. But you're struggling to give children free school meals. And Museveni, our dictator, is not even like that bad. Like Museveni will do operations to give people free food and he's not asking whether they're deserving it. It is not about qualification. It's not about anything. It's about the fact that you're in Uganda, so you just get the food by default. But here it is so poverty stricken that you have to qualify for help. How do you qualify for help when you're a human being right there asking for it? That is the qualification, asking or needing. Western society, do better. Do better. To a point where me talking about this, I'm gonna be called ungrateful. Yes, I am ungrateful because I want more. It is Earth, it's the planet, it's an infinite planet. I'm entitled, I am selfish, and I want more because there is infinite for me to have. Where do you want me to stop where I want something? Where do you want me not to be entitled? Why do you benefit from me feeling less entitled? Do you get more fucking sleep at night? No. So I'm going to be entitled, and I'm going to say the English government, the UK government needs to do better with their poverty mentality that they've steeped into this country and provide us with more shit because the Western society is very poor. Speaking as somebody who was half raised in Uganda, trust me, it is real bad here. It is very bad here, and the government needs to do something to deal with the poverty. It's in Western countries. It's like bad. Where do you think the rich people are vocating in Africa, in Kenya, in all the good countries? Because they're drinking the wealth from everybody here. Stealing it from Africa, processing it here, and then drinking it, going back in Africa for vacations. And then using African people like waiting staff slaves. But maybe if you said, hey, you demanded more, and not be grateful for crumbs. English people, British people, you shouldn't be grateful for crumbs. You should ask for more. Maybe you wouldn't be a poor fucking Western society that is actually crumbling right now. It's too funny. It's too funny because to me, I see it as the poorest people thinking that they are the richest people just because your passport is being let in a country. That's the illusion. They're making you feel rich without having anything. That's the whole first world problem stuff. You can feel rich because you have a washing machine, because you have a fridge, because you have all this shit, but you don't have more than 3 months rent. It is incredibly hard to have that. But in Africa, people by default pay 6 months rent, they pay a year's rent. That is just African people, and you could do that whether you're really rich or whether you're really poor. That's what Africa is. You're gonna have a very varied food available to you, versus here, if Waitrose or have a private chef that is gonna fucking actually ship fresh ingredients in there. And then if you demand that, it's because you're demanding too much. It's only the rich folk that get. But in Africa, it's not the same. In Africa, everybody has access to the same ingredients. What's rich people food here that is called organic, not grown with pesticides, that it's actually what poor people eat in Africa. And then African people being sold burgers and chips and all these things, the Western version of food, as if that's what rich people are supposed to eat because they're so jealous, they're swapping identities. When here you can have a burgers and McDonald's for bare dirt cheap, but go eat out in a nice organic restaurant with organic food. It's gonna cost you so much, but in Africa it's dirt cheap because that's actual true richness. But they're lying to us, making you go to Cafe Jarvis for them stupid shitty burgers that taste like art. They're not even good enough because they don't care about hiring somebody who can emulate or even care about the shit good enough. So that Ugandans can start hating their version of food so they can come and take it. Mark my words. If we'd reach a time where we start hating matoke, start hating organic African food, that is when they're going to start wanting it because they've made us hate it so they can easily take it for that cheap. That's a tactic. That's it for today's video, guys. Do not forget to like it, share it to whoever you would find it useful because that shit helps me out. Comment your thoughts down below. Pussy, suck dick, and everything in between. You're the sun that shines in my pussy. Bye-bye. She said, she said, she said I'm a musical genius, which maybe one bitch. I said I'm a musical genius with the ball that I'm a genie. I spit bits, spit bits like a volcano. God, bitches catching on fire. They are on fire, they are boiling up, they are bubbling up. I show them who's the real fucking bitch. I got them from the motherfucking underground. Pulled them up on the stage in the podium. In the stadium. I'm steady, but passion bitches disagree with me. I'm about to kill you out, never taking me out, never could afford me like I, the bunny that came to hop up all up on your motherfucking brains. I mean that's all up in your motherfucking brains. I'm a real life, you're a real life, you ain't gonna know my name. It's 105 the bunny.